My marriage secrets. Yeah, if you want a good marriage, all you have to talk about is your big poopies, and then you're good. Oh my gosh. What's worse, the NSA or the IRS? I think they're in cahoots, Lupine 1. Yeah, ball blazer music. That's what we've got going on. Oh my gosh. I just remembered. Ha, JK, I already knew who's going to be our GM for the first game. Now, this is a 20-point match, which means everybody in this match is going to be moving on, but we still want to dish out the pain and see who rises to the top while the others kind of float in the middle, you know, like hot chocolate, you know. I don't know what that means. Whatever. Welcome in GM Ku5ogrande. Ku5ogrande, come on in. Let's talk. 20 points? Well, yeah, I think that is legal to have that many points. Ku5ogrande, hello!
It's arguable if it's legal to have that many points, but they have that many points.
Yeah, I think that you're punishing them for that, though.
A little bit.
A teeny tiny bit.
So, how would you feel about a world where no pizza existed?
Oh no, I can't imagine that. Look,
You'd want to save that world, right?
No, I'd want to save the world that has pizzas.
Well, yes. I mean, you would want to save that world from having no pizza.
I think I'd blow it up.
Saving all the pizzas, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, and we've got Save Our Pizzas. Wait, what is this? It's Skunny.
It's Skunny.
Oh no. Ku5ogrande,
I would argue this is one of the better Skunny games. Maybe not the best one. The forest one's a pretty good one because it's really weird.
It's not good, but it's weird.
No. None of these are good by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
But I would argue, I own this as a kid. I would argue this is a great example of DOS platforming in the mid-1990s before we all knew better and just, you know, bought Super Nintendos and stuff.
Yeah, it's not really good. I'm so sad that childhood Ku5ogrande had to live through the Skunny years. Oh my gosh, can you imagine an anime child Ku5ogrande, the Skunny years?
I mean, child Ku5ogrande lived through like everything, right? I had a Nintendo and Super Nintendo and stuff growing up. And I also had a DOS 486 growing up, so I played a little bit of everything, including all of the bad crap that there is for DOS platformers, because why not? And people are complaining I gave out Skunny last week. Well, this is different Skunny.
Yeah, it's not the same. There's a lot of Skunny to go around.
Yeah, there is. There's like 7 Skunny games, 6 Skunny games.
I'm actually a little sad that there are that many Skunny games.
I know,
yes.
right? It was actually pointed out in the runner chat, right, for this, that somebody, Zindictive, complained that this was, let me see if I can find the quote, you know, DOS trying to be Mr. Nuts. And I told him that Mr. Nuts just wishes he could be Skunny because Skunny was clearly more successful because there were more Skunny games.
I'm not sure that quantity is a sign of how successful you are, but yeah.
I think it is.
No. I'm gonna say no. I'm
gonna say you're probably right, but
I think you're wrong. Oh my gosh.
But this game, oh no, this game is super bad. It really is.
So bad. But with that said, you know, I don't have to play it. Instead, we get to watch other people play it.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that's more fun to watch, knowing that, like, everything about it is so bad, and they all have to play it.
Yeah. The only thing that I think is quote-unquote worse about this game than Into the Woods or whatever crap it's called, is that you don't move quite as chaotically fast, but it still is really, really terrible. But
it's really bad.
Yeah, did you still play this a lot as a kid?
I actually played more Skunny Kart as a kid, honestly. But to be fair, that's because Skunny Kart stole all of its code from Wacky Wheels, which was actually a really fun Mario Kart-like game for DOS.
Oh yeah, I love that this company actually had lawsuits about stealing stuff. It's
from a company called Ku5ogrande. It's wonderful.
well, that's what they were doing. They were copying software. You know, if it's in your name, you can't be charged with it. You know, like if you're like the Pirates of North America, they can't arrest you. They already knew.
Yeah, they already knew. And clearly they gave their permission because they didn't stop you as soon as you selected that name. But yeah, I played a lot of stuff like this as a kid because it was just convenient. It was there.
I played this because it was convenient. Welcome to the 90s.
I mean, for some of it, like specifically like because in the 90s we didn't know any better, and because I had a brother and a sister and we only had, you know, one, like, we actually had an old school Commodore monitor that we hooked up the Super Nintendo to play, but that meant that you had to share time with them on that, right? If you wanted to go play and they were playing, well, too bad, right? So you'd go over the 486 and you know, play games on that, and this is what you'd get instead.
Yeah, and honestly, back in the day, you know, whenever you could get your hands on any type of game, you gave it a shot, and if you didn't like it, then worst case scenario, you didn't play it.
And to be fair, I'm pretty sure even as a kid, I didn't pay for this.
Well, I mean, considering it was, you know, Skunny kind of stole from everywhere, maybe it's for the best. I'm so sad that Ku5ogrande no longer sells their games, though. As of last year.
Like during the middle of competition, too. It was like between when we gave out this to Faizu and Dana and when we gave out the Skunny CD, they stopped selling their games.
Yeah. We were legit going to give them money. And I still would give them money. But
maybe
they won't
right
let us.
before this one came out. Yeah, there's no way of giving them money right now.
Sad day, everybody.
It is.
Because bad games are life. Okay? Like, I won't say a good life, but they're a life.
And I will also be honest, too. I played stuff like this as a kid because you were hoping that you would get another game like Warcraft 2.
Oh, I love Warcraft 2.
Like, I still love Warcraft 2. Warcraft 2 is fantastic. You know, so I had games like this, and I had, like, Diablo, right, when it came out in Windows 98, 95, and StarCraft. And then I played stuff like this because this was, like, this is what you have.
Oh my gosh, everybody loves the music and the sound effects.
The music's wonderful.
So,
and by wonderful, I mean bad.
Everybody get your sticky nut puddings. I really need to, like, have a sticky nut pudding emo. I don't even know what that would be, but... and to get everything Skunny related that you can, because we are doing the countdown right now in Discord. Best of luck, players! Spam those emotes! Spam them! I'll probably do a little recapturing in a bit. It's just, everything is impossible to capture, right?
Yeah, it's whatever, it's close.
It's like, do you really want to see more Skunny?
I mean, yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Rome 50 BC. That's not too long ago.
It's not. So we're going to go through the basic premise here. There is like literally 8 pages of lore to this, but let's be real quick here.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Some guy went back in time and stole all of the stuff to make pizza, so nobody has pizza anymore. So this guy now in the present time sells a really bad knockoff of pizza that everyone's forced to eat because pizza.
They knock off pizza? What would it even be? Like calzone?
I don't know, like cauliflower crust and like vegan cheese, I guess.
You know what? I actually had vegan cheese for the first time this last week. I didn't even know. You remember when Justin came in like a week ago and brought me some cheesy eggs? That was vegan cheese, and I couldn't even tell. It was good.
Vegan cheese has actually gotten a lot better. I have it when I go visit my brother because my nephew's lactose intolerant, and they found that vegan cheese works really well for him, and they found brands that taste really, really good.
Yeah, the one that we've got, I'm not sure I would put it on a sandwich, but melted with cheese is so... I don't know. It was better than it had any right to be.
I've also known that we have another co-commentator here, someone I made play this game the first time.
Oh no.
I hate this game so much.
Faizu! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see ya.
Hello, how is all of this going? I'm sorry I'm a little bit late.
Well, we just started, and it's going about as well as you'd expect.
Okay, so we've got game overs happening already, and lots of deaths and people hating the controls.
Yeah, pretty
That
much.
sounds about right.
Pretty much, yep.
Yeah, that sounds right for this game.
I did do a lot of effort to alleviate the issue you had, right, with some of the controls.
Thank you.
I'm not sure how well it'll work, but whatever. I upped the core speed for this because this game actually regulates its own speed, but that means it will actually pull the keyboard a little faster.
Yeah.
So we should
Excellent.
see less dropped inputs.
Yeah,
What? You made the game better?
Well, I made the game more consistent.
Oh.
The
Yeah,
game is
one of
not
the-
better.
The game is still terrible, but one of the main issues I had with this, and one of the things that really aggravated me about this game, was that it continually dropped inputs. Like trying to jump and drop a bomb on something below, I think at one point I counted, it took 9 attempts because it was just dropping the inputs constantly.
Apparently, this is pretty across the board. Dana was having issues with it too, and I talked to him later.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's a really terrible game with a lot of incredibly poor decisions to begin with, but dropping inputs doesn't really make it more entertaining for the purpose of suffering. It's just bad.
So we're gonna do what we can to at least help them out a little bit, right? Because the game is still so painful. Like, as you can just see on Ku5ograde's screen there, you get tapped on that, now you can't make it to the spring, you die, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I gave this to someone else to play for an hour or so, and I think they made it to the second level because this game is just that rude.
Oh no,
You guys
Romans
made it
have
to, like,
bad
the-
attitudes.
like the 4th or 5th level, right? Which was pretty far along. I gave them the default settings because I don't think we're gonna see this completed in an hour.
How many continues do you have in the game?
I don't know. I don't think it's any, actually.
What's a continue?
I think Pika-Pal's just blew himself up.
The bombs will hurt you.
Yes.
Well, don't blow yourself up.
No, you
there
have-
goes the Roman.
As far as I can remember, you've got no continues in this game. You just have lives, and it has some of the most ridiculous platforming sections.
Yes, it does.
So, let me read you a little bit of the story here. Oh, you can save, apparently, per Mike?
Not in this one.
Oh. Thank you, Skunny. So, the evil chef of Cadiz has brainwashed Italy's pizza staff. You know, the infamous pizza staff of Italy. You know, all 8 of them, the whole staff, they're brainwashed, and none can remember the ingredients nor the recipe. The evil con man has opened his own chain of pizza parlors and is making everybody eat a cheap look-alike made from old shoes and plastic vegetables. Oh no, they didn't even use normal vegetables, it's just plastic vegetables. That's pretty impressive. The Italian government contacted no less than the special agent, Skunny Hardnut, to ask for his help. The only way to get the recipe back is to travel back in time to ancient Rome and retrieve the original recipes and its ingredients, you know, because mushrooms stopped existing in the future. Unfortunately, the chef of Cadiz has also gone back to ancient Rome and has told the emperor... Okay, how would you say his name, Corndan? The emperor's name.
It could be easily mispronounced.
Okay.
Biggest Titus?
Biggest Titus?
Yes.
Possibly. I'm not sure that's what they were going for, though. I mean, considering how many times they say hard nut and sticky nut pudding. Yeah. Biggest Titus. that Skunny is in fact a spy. Uh-oh. He's a spy who has been sent to assassinate him. Biggest Titus has put his entire empire on alert, and Skunny has to be stopped. Your mission is to visit Rome's vast empire. There's so many punctuation errors. Like, this is making me so angry.
I'm gonna cut in a little bit here to talk about something that they were given, but I don't know if they caught onto, that the game effectively kind of has checkpoints, and that you have to bribe Roman officials to get by, and they tell you how many coins you need. So the first one is coming up here. Ku5ogrande has run into it already, that you need 10 coins to get through.
The coins are really annoyingly hidden as well. Like, you can see on Melos' screen at the moment that you need to kind of jump into the thing above you to find the coins. There's not really any indication you can headbutt bats to make coins appear.
Yeah.
And some of them, occasionally you will realize that the coins you need are actually much, much further back in the stage. I don't think it's possible to soft lock.
Not to my knowledge. There are always enough coins.
The whole game's a soft lock. What are you talking about?
I mean, there are always enough coins, but I can't remember whether there are some bits. Oh wow, just getting ping-ponged back and forth between the
There are so few iframes that you're like, everything is going to kill you.
Yep. The guys playing liars are the worst. Just because of the random nature of those notes coming out. You kind of need to kill them as soon as they appear on screen, otherwise you're taking damage, that's it.
I love it, yeah.
Amazing Toaster's basically at the end of the first level, and it's taken them a long time to realize you have to jump on that catapult.
Yeah, like, it's very much not clear what you're supposed to do there. Oh my gosh.
I think one of my least favorite parts of this game is, I'm just kind of watching them doing this now, but when you jump on enemies, especially the crows, you can kind of go flying in any given direction. And there are a few jumps you need to make by jumping onto crows onto teeny tiny platforms. Like Zindictive was just on there.
The unfortunate thing, the most difficult thing about the controls, I think, is that as soon as you hit left while you're in the air, you are moving in that direction. There's no momentum to make it more natural, you know, like Mario, where you're just going the other direction. So especially if you get damage boosted, you're going horizontally extremely fast, and pushing the other direction keeps you going that same speed, except the other way.
Yeah, this game just loves to kill you, basically.
So, let me go ahead and read a little of the story of Skunny. Skunny is a squirrel who loves children, animals, and sticky nut puddings.
Hang on. Skunny loves children, animals, and sticky nut pudding.
There are no commas.
Yes. There are no commas here.
Children, animals.
That makes it so much worse.
When he was little, his father told him many stories of his fantastic adventures in faraway lands. Skunny wanted to be like his father, and his ultimate wish was to star in his own video games, because father didn't do that, I guess. He just traveled. But I want to be in video games like my father. Okay, he knew he must practice running, jumping, and looking for things to eat in strange places. Skunny wrote to several computer game makers, but nobody wanted him.
For good reason, as we've now discovered.
Yes.
I kind of approve, yeah. Well, he likes children animals. So he decided to make his own company. That's it. Nobody will make my games. I'm making my own computer video game company. Okay. And he employed a programmer who knew an artist. So now he had a programmer and an artist. All he needed was a name. They all got together and came up with Copysoft. After several coffee machines and 500 sticky nut puddings, they finally had their first game ready. The only problem was how to get Skunny into the computer.
That's not the only problem with this game.
No, there are many problems they have.
They proclaimed it. It's the only problem.
They scanned him in, but he came out in black and white, and his tail came off. You know, I feel that might be an improvement. There was only one way to get Skunny into the computer, and that was to shrink him in the washing machine. They washed Skunny for several days, and he became so small he could hide in the microchips. So when you are playing a game on your computer and it is late at night and you hear a small squeaky voice coming from your PC, just think, it may be Skunny.
That is the scariest thought that I've had inserted into my brain in quite some time, and I was just playing a horror game.
This is actually a horror game.
I will say one thing, though. I think that the lack of comma between children, animals, is probably kind of accurate, because children are animals.
It's true.
It's true. Some of them run around on all fours. They yell a bunch. Oh my gosh, at least the children here. Holy crap. Oh, the other day I got out of my car and there were 2 children waiting there. I'm like, what the crap do you want? They're like, do you have $2? And I'm like, no, you coronavirus pest, get out of here. I don't, like, seriously, don't touch a child. It might be infected. Okay, you do not want the diseases.
We are thankfully fairly safe over here at the moment, but I wouldn't be entirely surprised if we get a resurgence at some point, at which point I will once again go back to not seeing any of my nieces again.
Oh, yeah, there are apparently continues. You just hit start game again.
I'm trying to remember if they are limited in any way, shape, or form, because it's been a while since I played this and I tried to block it out as best I could.
For good reason. I played it again a little bit here last week to try to give it out again. And yeah, I don't remember, it's clearly just not good.
We had this in the Ku5ogrande Invitational. I don't think we've had it in Ku5ogrande itself.
And Ku5ogrande itself, it's only been in the Invitational.
I don't think so, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of additional work, because guess what? There are multiple things going on today.
That's fine. I'm here to talk about how I've forgotten how all of the sound effects in this game are stolen.
Oh yeah!
I don't know how much of these are stolen, but it's probably true.
They're either stolen or they're just stock sound effects, but I'm willing to bet that they did not pay for them one way or the other. I mean, the company is called Copysoft, and it's run by a squirrel.
That was definitely true of the game last week.
I would almost say that, it's kind of expected when it came to the 90s. Most games actually borrowed a lot of sound effects from other places. Like, it's not unusual to play a game from the 90s and have, like, random Looney Tunes quotes in it for some reason. The biggest thing, though, is that usually they didn't sell those games.
I will say, actually, I have seen a couple of accusations recently with some Unity games, unsurprisingly, with them using stolen assets. And in those instances, the assets weren't actually stolen. It's just they are stock assets that they paid for, so they've turned up in multiple games. But people are quick to join on these stolen assets bandwagon.
So far here, we now have Zindictive has made it to level 2.
I feel like once you get past the first level, you've got a sense of what you need to do and how awful the game is going to be to you, and things kind of improve from there. And yes, those are indeed asset flips, but these were accusations of them stealing the assets from other games, because they didn't realize that those games also used stock assets and didn't make their own. So I think Melos is in the lead at the moment. I've blocked out so much of this game. And
Melos is in the lead in the moment. And Melos has kind of hit the first wall. In level 3, there are a whole bunch of the Roman tax guys you have to bribe. But it's not clear always where all the coins are.
Yeah, I know that. Oh my gosh, there's going to be a lot of backtracking, like Mellos going through the secret area there and collecting coins.
Yeah, there are a lot of weird secret places where coins are hidden.
Why do you do jumping jacks when you give people money? I don't pay money and then give people and then do jumping jacks to show off. Come on. Yeah.
Maybe you should, especially if like you're paying money to go into a gym or something.
No, I'm gonna give them money and then they do jumping jacks.
No,
Yeah.
you should. I want you to do this the next time you go shopping. I want you to hand over your money to the cashier and then just start doing jumping jacks and see what happens.
Oh my gosh, Mellos is really making a lot of progress here. But I'm not too surprised. Mellos has always been a strong player. I mean, all of the players here have 20 points, which means they've done exceptionally well.
Yep. If this game's appearance in the Invitational proved anything, it's that changes can happen at the last minute, and also that this game gets incredibly rude in, I think, one more stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, and considering that we don't have continues...
there is continues. You can resume, but that's still not going to make the gladiator level any less evil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can
The
resonate.
gladiator level is a mild nightmare, from what I can remember.
It's not like,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, like 4 different tax guys you have to go bribe.
Yeah.
And all of the coins are just in weird places.
Like I say, I've tried to do my best to forget this game as much as possible, but I vaguely remember the first level being really tricky, and it kind of gets a bit easier from then right up until you get to the gladiatorial arena, which is when things get rough again.
Let me
And then they just get worse from there.
Let me just say, I'm actually a huge fan of squirrels and chipmunks of all kinds. They're
Speaking of puddings,
well, yeah, they're great. Make you a little fat. That's why you got to do jumping jacks on occasion. But you know, they're great. But
Well,
they're
explain to
so
us, Top Law.
cute. Like Skunny's sprite here, luckily isn't the most hideous sprite. I'm not sure why he's wearing like a tank top. Maybe he is going to the gym / collecting pizza ingredients. I mean, Rome would probably be a great place to work out.
I mean, he is apparently a secret agent, so he does need to stay in shape.
That's how you would just blend in.
I feel like if you are an anthropomorphic squirrel going back in time, you're not gonna fit in. You just gotta get used to it, okay? People are gonna give you weird looks. You're probably only gonna make friends with the goth Romans. Yeah, just look for the Romans with eyeliner and dyed hair, and then bam, they're your friends. I'm not sure how many there were.
So many things I want to say to that, but I'm not sure which angle to go with. Do we go with the Visigoths, or you know what? No, I'm not even touching that one.
Okay. Yeah, and whatever you do, don't talk to anybody with the last name of Pilot, okay? Because he's not flying a plane like you might assume. Oh no.
Well, planes haven't been invented then, as far as I know.
Well, like, Skunny's a moron, okay? And so if you're Skunny going back in time, just don't be dumb.
What is it with idiots going back in time?
Well,
that's because
Bill and Ted, Skunny.
Doc
Michael J.
Brown.
Fox.
Doc Brown is not an idiot. He's just eccentric.
Yeah, Doc Brown's not an idiot, but he's one of those people who is really smart, but is the sort of person who'll probably forget to put his pants on.
You know, I forget to do that every night in my dreams. So, I think I'm a regular Doc Brown.
Well, here's the question. Are you wearing pants right now?
I'm only wearing pants because I couldn't find my shorts. And while sitting here, my shorts are literally 1 foot away from me.
Go on, Dan. Do you want to place a side bet as to what point Brosensha takes off his pants and puts his shorts on instead?
I imagine it's going to be about like round 4 today.
While
never-
trying to hide it from us.
I never take my pants off midstream, okay? That is just something you do not do while streaming. What if the NSA shit, like, comes in and you're like, hey, everybody, I just took off my pants. What are they gonna do?
I'm gonna be fair. If the NSA is watching you take off your pants, they've already seen you take off your pants.
Well, I usually cover the camera. Okay, anyways. Seriously, you don't want them to see your underwear. I don't even know what underwear I'm wearing right now.
Is it clean?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I got a shower. I got it from the clean underwear
Hang
box.
on, your underwear is clean because you got a shower. Was
I didn't
Did
put
you
on the
wear it
same
in the shower?
underwear. No, I did not wear my underwear in the shower.
All right,
Why
I'm
would
just
you-
checking.
Faizu, do you wear underwear in the shower?
No, but I asked if your underwear was clean, and you said yes. I had a shower, and I was like, what? So
Okay, let me tell you the logic. I got a shower and I put on new underwear, okay?
Okay.
Brand spanking new, not yesterday's underwear, because that's gross.
All right, you put on your clean spanking underwear. Got it.
Okay,
Well,
well. Actually, what underwear am I wearing? Just a second. I'm not taking my pants off, by the way. Oh, they got
please don't
snowmen.
take your pants off.
They got snowmen. I mean,
Alright, so-
it's not really the right month for snowmen underwear, but okay, go ahead, Corn.
So we've got 2 people now, Pika Pals and Zindictive on level 3, and Melos is on level 5. And Amazing Toaster's on level 2. So the level Melos is on now is definitely a lot more challenging than it should be. Also, take a look at those lions. The lions are wonderful.
The lions are great. And by great, I mean the stuff of my nightmares because I hate this level.
Well, they're cute. They just murder you.
I mean, they're just people with lion heads on.
Yeah, that's why they're cute.
A game like this where you play as an anthropomorphic squirrel can't have you, killing actual.
Why do the Romans have
Animals.
pitchforks? Freaking Wild West of Rome.
Those were there's an actual name for those, and I can't remember what it is.
For those who are asking if I teach English, yes, but I don't show my underwear in my classes, okay? Very important.
Well, maybe you should.
No, it has nothing to do with
No.
class.
Your underwear has nothing to do with class.
Yeah, well, it's college, okay? So, I don't know,
Okay,
college
Brassench's-
instructors can get away
Brassench-
with a lot of stuff, but not showing off your
Brassench-
underwear.
Brassench's underwear has no class. Okay.
Wow. I'm so offended.
At the moment, I'm just kind of watching Melos' screen to try and remember how much I hated the arena level.
The arena level, especially because Melos is going to find, I believe, right here, that, like, pretty soon he's going to just run into a thing and it's going to cost him, like, 20 or something. Like, it's a bigger thing of coins, and it's not good.
You know, I didn't know that the Romans had an advanced understanding of pneumatics. Yeah, because they've got all these things moving up and down. It's... No, what's the word?
Hydraulics.
Hydraulics, that one. What was I thinking, Corndan?
You were thinking the use of air, not liquid.
Well, I mean, they use air too with their lungs.
So Melos just ran into, now he's got to go back somewhere in that level and find 4 more coins. They're in there somewhere. Maybe.
This level is both much longer than it has any right to be, and it's full of horrible, horrible hidden things, and I hate it.
Yes.
I hate to say this, I'm kind of sad I'm not playing this right now because I kind of want to know how I would be doing if I was playing this again now.
The best part, right, is that there isn't a checkpoint until you finish the second guy, so you have to go collect them all over again.
Yeah.
Yup.
Like, Melos may be here for a while.
We'll see. Melos has been really, really good about finding this stuff so far.
I hate this music, okay? Because I don't hate it as much as some of the games yesterday. Oh my gosh. Because we listened to like a 10-second loop for 45 minutes, and I got so sick of that. And it wasn't even exciting. This at least has a little, like, rhythm. You know, I could do a little jig to this. Yeah, da, boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. See? It's got some style. But still, it's a very short loop forever.
So Melos just clipped through the floor there,
Well,
and clipped through that wall and died.
I
It's
mean,
great.
that's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
As squirrels do, you know?
The squirrels are notoriously weak to Romans, spikes, and clipping through floors.
Well, they clip through the internet sometimes. Like, I know, I think it was a company that I was trying to get their dial-up working. That was actually this decade. So I was trying to get their dial-up working, and as it turns out, a squirrel ate through their wire. Yeah, they couldn't dial up. And they're just like, well, okay, I guess we'll just lie to all of our tenants forever about how much their bills are. And I'm like, you really should get it fixed, you know, kind of per local law. And they're like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The squirrels. That would be really...
Laws only matter if you get caught.
Yeah. Unless you're in California, then you're always getting caught. And you don't even know what the rules are.
Not touching that one.
I like that you collect the lion's heads after you murder them.
Give you health.
Why would you eat the head? Eat any other body part, not the head.
Like all the treasure gives you health.
Oh, so the head is treasure?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a lion head.
Okay. Don't eat it. Don't eat the coin, Skunny. Don't eat the lion head.
You just collect them for your
personal collection.
Yeah, like Skunny just has like 15 lion heads now.
Actually,
well, he's hanging on to them so that he can sell them to the other Roman furries for future use in the laboratorial arenas.
That's like
you got a good point.
Half of ancient civilizations where they're like, let's just go ahead and make all of our deities have weird animal heads or something. Like Egyptians, yeah, you got Anubis. Yeah, don't tell me that wasn't somebody with an imagination and creativity.
Egypt was pretty good at human bodies with animal heads, yes.
Yeah. They also had some really ugly animals, though, in Egypt. Not gonna lie. And then some of the artists took very creative liberties.
Did they have ugly animals or just bad artists?
You know, every civilization has both.
I mean, are we really talking bad artists here, or just someone doing some really bad fan art about the dog they saw last weekend?
I don't know. Have you seen any of the medieval paintings where people tried to paint cats? Because they can't.
Have you seen me trying to draw a cat? I can't.
Have you ever seen the people who keep trying to restore artwork in Spain?
Oh yeah. They're my favorite. Because, yeah, we had another butchered one. It was so good.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I think it's been butchered twice.
Here, I'll share a picture of a cat in chat. And by a cat, I mean a human who has possibly turned into a cat. Because, oh, this is scary.
So that's where they got the inspiration for the live-action version of Cats from.
I was gonna say, or what they do in the shadows. Oh my gosh, some of these are so good. Oh.
Melos is not having a good time on this level. I think that's the second time he's managed to get 20 coins and then die.
Right beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
That is wonderful.
Oh my god, that cat is cursed.
Yeah, that's how most cats were. That's why people thought they were evil, because they didn't actually see cats. They just saw paintings of cats, and they're like, wow, cats are evil, man. And also don't walk under ladders, because nobody knows how to draw those either. Ugh.
Melos might maybe survive this time.
Come on, Melos, live! Okay, I found one more cat that everybody needs to see. There.
Ku5ogrande is... Oh, okay. No, Ku5ogrande has died. 17 coins, though.
Been pretty close. Ku5ogrande has been in a pretty good second.
In what way is that a cat, Brosentia?
It's got the cat legs. It's got the ears.
Those... That's not how proportions work.
But it is.
That is the longest... Like, I would say long cat, but it's long the other way.
Like, okay, cats are really, really long. They have really, really long legs as well, but that's not right.
Like, seriously, this cat's legs, it looks like the lamp from A Christmas Story. Like, seriously, if you put a lamp with that leg on it, I wouldn't even question it. I'd be like, wow, you have kind of crappy taste, but no, it's Lady Legs cat.
All right,
Melos like 3 continues to get past.
Melos is up to, I think, the stage that we reached in the Invitational.
Yes, he is.
I'm putting this down entirely to the fact that they've got less dropped inputs than we do.
Probably at least part of it. I expect to be yelled at by Melos later.
Ninja stars in Rome? Oh my gosh. Romans were so innovative.
They invented all of the things.
They also invented sticks. Yeah. And pitchforks. And apparently casual Fridays. Like, seriously, they're not wearing any pants in Rome. Did Romans even have pants?
Well, Rome is really warm.
Like, is it always warm? Do they have winter?
No.
I'm looking this up. I need to find out. Rome weather.
Winter.
Rome
Ancient Rome weather, because the climate's changed a bit over the past 2,000 years.
What? I don't believe it. I live in Utah where climate change doesn't exist. It can get down to 38 degrees. I think you'd want pants at least when it's 38 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Okay, Ku5ogrande, I know that you use a weird, different, fake temperature over there.
You mean the same temperature scale that the entire world except for the USA uses?
You know,
there's like 5 countries.
I wouldn't be surprised if Utah had its own temperature system. It's like...
Well, Utah has its own magic underwear, so...
Don't say that. Family might be in here. Bad Ku5ogrande. I'm bad Ku5ogrande.
I'm not talking about yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine just has snowmen. I don't know.
Mine are Star Wars.
That's awesome. I don't have any... Anyways. What a conversation. What a conversation, everybody.
So chat's asking, are these Roman legions just straight up ripped from Asterix? You know what? Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised. I like how all the people in the Colosseum are just gasping. It's like, you didn't come here for blood? Yeah, that's exactly why you came here.
Really came here for the Roman version of cats.
Oh.
And we're just ruining that.
It's for the best.
Yes. Skunny's just running around here dropping bombs on the cast.
Yeah, like... Mello's put in Discord that he just now realized that the end of the level is a pizza ingredient.
Romans have bad attitudes. Alright, how's everyone doing? Everyone is up to the arena. Everyone's doing really well, actually.
And Mello's
We've still got plenty of...
What?
What the... Bro, Sanchez, stop it. Trying to talk.
I'm doing music. It's art. Trying to stop
Which,
art. Okay, go ahead, Vice.
What positions do people need to continue on this? Is this one where...
This is a 20-point match, so they all go on anyway.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like... It's just, how easy are they going to have it after this match? Like, whoever takes first is pretty much going to be making
Whoever
it
takes
into
first,
the bracket. Yeah.
Whoever takes first is guaranteed to go into brackets.
Okay. So we are not looking at someone being ejected in this
Correct.
match, but we are looking at people getting very, very upset at you. I still think we could. I still think it's possible we're going to see a lead change. I mean, Melos is killing this, but
Easy
this
to get
game
caught.
kills people.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're 37 minutes into it, but nothing is guaranteed at this point for Melos. I mean, people are not that far behind.
No, they are just on the stage behind.
Oh, Amazing Toaster has learned that Romans have bad attitudes.
It's true. We've been learning this throughout.
And watch out for nasty falls.
Okay, I'm gonna have this in my head for the rest of the life.
Yeah, it's not good music, but it is catchy music.
I'm really glad that I can't hear it. Because I'm just watching this on your channel.
I'm just watching Percentage's channel and I have you muted, blah, 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 blah.
At this time of night, my internet is poo. So trying to watch 4 streams at once would kill me.
Well,
And I can remember the sounds of this because Corndan made me play it.
Yes, I did.
yeah, that's unfortunate. Beep, 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 beep. Here, I'm helping you remember, Faizu. Da da da, da da da, da 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 da.
That sounds better than I remember.
Well, I'm an artist.
I think you're doing it favors.
Oh,
Also,
amazing poster.
I've seen your musical talents on Twitter recently as well.
Yeah, Titanic music is all the craze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Melos has now made it to cheese.
Yum. See, that's the best Roman ingredient for pizza.
Now we're on to
Cheese
something
located.
completely new.
Okay.
Something I don't think I've seen before.
Yeah.
I don't think I have either, because I'm pretty sure you and Dana got farther than I did in my testing.
Now remember, when there are arches in media, oftentimes they're there to symbolize marriage. So that's a lot of marriages going on. Skunny marries all the Romans.
Is it not also because it's quite a good architectural shape?
It's fine.
Support and structure and
Well, okay, that's probably the main reason. But if you ever watch a movie and you see 2 characters pass together under an arch, I'm talking like, if y'all remember Star Wars Episode 2, the crappiest of them all, when they go into the sort of Colosseum place and Anakin and Padme pass under an arch. Yeah, totally wedding arch. Totally is like, they're gonna get together, even though literally everybody knows and nobody cares about your crappy symbolism.
I now really want to make a movie where I use all of the movie symbolism possible, and none of it actually comes true. Like, we have loads of characters going through arches and pairs, and then none of them actually get together. Give me some more movie symbolism that I can ruin in my forthcoming smash hit.
You know, I don't think ruining Star Wars Episode 2 can be done. It's already ruined itself.
That's true, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's Chekhov's gun. I wouldn't even say that's a symbol. It's just, if there's a gun, you better shoot it.
What a nasty fall. Try again.
Do 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 do. Bad. Ugh.
Oh, I really need to find a way to make this headset comfortable. No, I'm not falling into a TV tropes hole again anytime soon. I've learned my lesson. I do that once every few weeks, and then I come out the other end several days later. Much the worse for wear.
I actually, when I'm doing film analysis, I actually have students go and take a look at that, because there's a lot of stuff that can be helpful there for analyzing. But then again, every once in a while, I look at it and I'm like, this is the stupidest trope that you could have listed here. Like, yes, it's a trope, but you have no description about it. You just, like, I don't know. TV tropes is kind of your mileage may vary in the quality of the article.
Yeah, I mean, I think TV tropes I think one of their rules is that there is no such thing as notability. They don't have the Wikipedia thing where, it has to meet certain standards of being notable. I like, who was it that, there was a thing on Wikipedia. I think it was a book, and the author came out and said, no, this is actually wrong. And they refused to change it because there wasn't a citation. He's like, I'm the author, I wrote the book, I know the themes of the book because I wrote it. And they're like, yeah, but if there's no citation you can point to. And so I think he actually had to write a letter or something along those lines and have that letter recorded online in such a way that it could be used as a citation on Wikipedia.
I actually think that's really important. Here's the deal. There's also reader response theory, which essentially says that it doesn't really matter what you meant to write. What matters is what people get out of it. So if you manage to put really crappy themes in there that you didn't notice you did, they're still there.
I fully agree with that, but if memory serves, this was a bit more cuts and a bit more clear cut. I'm going to have to look this up.
Okay. Oh, the pitchfork killed Pika Pals. Like, the guy didn't even move. He just stood there and Pika Pals died.
Vindictive is now having to go collect the last 2 coins to make it out of this level.
But yeah, it's like if you analyze like racism in the 1800s in their literature, like probably a lot of people didn't think that they were writing some of the most racist stuff ever, but looking at it now, it doesn't matter what they meant. If you look at Lovecraft, he probably didn't mean to be a total jerkbag and absolutely probably one of the most racist authors of the 1900s, but you know, there you go.
Okay, it wasn't anything like themes. It was Wikipedia saying that the book was based on the life of someone.
Oh, okay, never mind. Everybody in chat says that Lovecraft meant it. Okay, it was based on the life of someone?
Lovecraft did kind of...
And yeah, Lovecraft was incredibly racist and xenophobic.
Well, okay then. Well, let's talk about that later.
the Wikipedia thing I was talking about was, yeah, Wikipedia said that the book was based on the life of this real life person, and the author was like, no, it wasn't. They were like, well, we're going to need some secondary sources for that. I'm the author and I wrote the book, and it wasn't based on this person's life.
Okay, yeah.
But we need more information. We need other sources.
I do agree, like, with Wikipedia having to have something in place that they can point to and say, see, it's here. Gotta have sources.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of amusing, but that's how good documentational sites work. Be able to point and say, this is where it says that.
I will also agree with chat.
Got to the end and needs 3 more coins.
Yeah, it happened to Zindictive. Zindictive needed 2 more coins.
And back they go.
Yeah, this level is a nightmare. Yeah, Melos is still definitely in the lead.
Melos is quite a way in the lead as well at this point, I think.
Melos is a full level ahead of Ku5ogrande, who's a full level of both Zindictive and Amazing Toaster.
Yep.
But Zindictive should make it to the dungeons here in just a second, provided he doesn't fall into the void.
Well, falling into the void is always a possibility here.
Ah! I just love the screams. They're so amazing. There's so many of them.
I will say the sound effects are one thing that I do like about this game, mostly in a very ironic sense because the game is terrible and I hate it, but the screams were at least amusing.
I hate this music. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It is dumb. It's dumb. Bum, 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 bum. Apparently something happened and I didn't know what it was. What happened to Melos? Forced behind the checkpoint? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD, or somebody clip that, because, you know, as good commentators do, they don't pay attention to anything that's going on.
No, we're busy arguing about Wikipedia and you wearing underwear in the shower.
Okay. Here's the deal. Sometimes if you only need to wash underwear and you have to wash underwear by hand because you live in a country that doesn't have washing machines for a lot of places, you know, washing them in the shower is not the worst place to do it. There's water and, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone. Just
Why have you
saying.
got 2 birds in your shower?
What's that? No, the birds aren't in the shower, Justin. Neither are there stones. But yeah,
Justin had the same idea there that I did.
Yeah, exactly. In Brazil, I'm talking about when I lived in Brazil. Yeah, there were multiple times I washed underwear in the shower because I didn't have time to like do laundry except once a week, and sometimes that wasn't enough. Yeah. So sometimes you just kind of, when you're in the shower, you just get some of the suds. You know, you got a bar of soap. That's what you're going to be using there anyway to clean your clothes down there. So just use the soap.
I feel like given an hour, I could get Procentia to admit to just about anything. I mean, over the course of the last 50 minutes, we've gone from, no, I definitely don't wear underwear in the shower, to, well, why not? Because you can wash it in there.
It's practical. It's practical. And look, I don't wear underwear in the shower now, okay? Okay, let's move on. Hang in there, Faizu, like a cat.
Ku5ogrande is stuck.
Ku5ogrande. Are you serious? This is certainly a video game. Being Pals is saying in chat, well, I guess this is my life now. I feel like dropping a bomb and blowing yourself up might be a way to deal with this.
Watch him drop bombs. He can't hit himself.
Wow. I'm not showering right now, chat. Oh my gosh.
Have you changed into your shorts, though?
No, I haven't. Haven't taken off my pants. I'm not in the shower. Chat, you're asking the stupidest questions right now, okay? And I think that you need to learn. Wow, I'm being mean to chat now. I'm sorry, chat. But those questions are really dumb. Oh, Pika-Pals is free?
Yeah, I think he's hit escape.
Yeah,
which just takes you back to the menu.
Oh, good choice.
Went back to the menu and restarted. It didn't kill the save, thankfully, and was able to just resume. And Professor Nez is right. I think the next time we need to try and keep Rosentia on topic for an hour. That's my next challenge.
I think we can do it.
Do you think?
That's the next time I am commentating. That's going to be my goal. I need to keep Rosentia on topic for the entire hour.
Do you really want? Okay, I did that during Ku5ogrande 1 sometimes. Maybe. I don't remember. And that was like 2 hours of me talking about the game. Do you really want that?
Not for 1 hour, sure. I figure we can try it.
No.
Look, if you wanted to do it, it wouldn't be a challenge.
Well, what's the point in doing it? I mean, come on.
Yeah, what's the point?
Personal amusement, to see whether or not I can. Science.
Science? Science? Well, first off, science is dumb. Utah fact. Second...
Science is only dumb because you can't do it.
What? I got a perfect score in science when I took my college entry exam.
Did you take a college entry exam in Utah?
Yes.
Was the only question on the science portion, does science exist? And the answer is no.
No, that's not how it was. No, it wasn't the SAT, it was the other one.
ACT?
Yeah, the ACT, which only really applies to the left half of the US anyway. But yeah, I got perfect score on science, and then I decided to go into English because I'm a moron. I could have been a contender.
Yeah, I kind of did that, but I also kind of did it the other way. So when I did my A-levels, which kind of the UK's... It's what you do before you go to college or university, basically. It's like the highest sort of stuff you can do at high school, and you can leave high school before doing them.
Oh, yeah.
I started off doing maths and physics and stuff, because I was like, yeah, I'm going to do smart things. And then I deeply regretted this. So at the end of the year, I dropped both of those and I took English instead and did both years of the English course in about 6 months.
Yeah.
And that worked out much better for me.
English was always my lowest score whenever I took standardized tests. It's mostly because I think when I write an essay, if I have time to go back and read and review stuff and, edit it, if I have more than an hour to write an essay, I do fantastic. But if I have 50 minutes, I don't know. It's just a lot harder for me. That's how my brain works. So writing really isn't about being able to get it done really, really quickly. It's about being able to... revision, I think, is one of the biggest keys to writing. So, standardized tests for English are dumb.
Well, people always tell you that you're supposed to revise for standardized tests as well. But no, I agree. I did really, really terribly in most of the tests for English, but the essays, on the other hand, tended to be full marks, so hey.
Hey, I mean...
Although
I've got a master's in English, so I'll go ahead and say that,
I mean, one of the essays I wrote, I did without having actually read the book, so that was good, and I got full marks.
High school memories.
My firm belief with English literature, at least, is that it's not about knowledge of the book or anything. It's basically about being able to make an argument about the book and support it with evidence.
Yep. I agree.
That's your book is dumb.
Wait, why is there firm belief now?
Because I just said firm belief, possibly.
Aw.
No, it was in
Pfizer.
there beforehand.
Was it? Oh.
Because we were telling Mellows to have firm belief.
Come on, Mellows, firm belief.
You know, that Mellows can get past this.
I think Stockholm Syndrome is setting in because I kind of want to play this again. And finish it.
Like, it's bad,
It's
but
really
it's bad in that, like, DOS sort of bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, I like DOS sort of bad, and I don't like this. Like, I grew up with DOS, Amiga, Atari ST, crappy platformers.
I think you'd have had
But
better
this
time
is-
if you used the gamepad.
This is a step below. I had a Gravis gamepad.
No, I meant the last time you played this.
Oh no, the last time I played this, I used keyboard.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think because apparently, like, the likelihood of dropping inputs goes down if you're using the gamepad.
Are you serious?
Supposedly.
That's so cool. You know, technology. It's fascinating. If only the ancient Romans had Gravis gamepads.
Is Skunny compatible with the Gravis gamepad? The answer is yes.
Yeah, it should
This
be.
game does have a joystick setting that you can just turn on.
I wouldn't want to play this with an actual joystick, but actually I wouldn't want to play this with the Gravis gamepad either, because the Gravis gamepad was a really nice idea, but in hindsight it's really horrible, especially that weird... Do you remember how it had a little thumbstick that you could screw into the D-pad?
Which I thought was real dumb.
Yeah, that was the worst thing. It was like the world's most useless joystick.
Like, good idea, absolutely
why-
terrible.
I kind of get why they did it, right? You know, thinking like at the time, and you know, maybe it's justified when you think about stuff today, right? That people would want a stick, right, to use.
Yeah.
So I think in some ways, right, they were ahead of their time. However, that was not the joystick you'd want to put it on.
No, and also not the shape that you want, because, like, when we say a joystick, it was just a stick. That's
Yeah,
It was
stuck
it
up.
was
It was a little threaded rod that's screwed into your gamepad.
Yeah.
Basically, too.
Basically,
I
if you
just-
want to play with a screw in your controller as the joystick, that's what it was.
I just remember it being incredibly uncomfortable to use as well. Like, the idea behind it isn't terrible in and of itself, but it did not work. Not least because it wasn't great at... Because all it did was basically, like you said, it was a threaded rod that effectively pushed the D-pad in directions,
It
so
only
it wasn't
still had
particularly
eight-
responsive.
8 directions, yeah, it, like...
That was just 4 directional. Right, so I mean, effectively
Well, I mean,
you got the...
if you push up and right at the same time,
yeah,
it's
you
8
got both up
directions.
and right.
But then again, you have to push it in just the right way, otherwise it won't... Yeah. And just don't, okay? Just say no to the Gravis gamepad, stupid screw-in stick. Despite
we
the
have got-
people in chat saying that they liked it, okay? Because I think they're propagandists, okay? That's what propaganda is.
Malice
Malice
is
is
being
done.
extorted again.
Well,
Because this guy's extorting him, and he won't stand for it.
I agree. Look, I don't care about your frown, mister. Not giving
Just
you
gonna
money.
sit there, do some jumping jacks. Yeah, we've only got, what, 20 seconds left?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think that's big as Titus?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, yeah, might be later on in the game then. Okay, goodbye, Skunny music. Nobody is going to miss you. Not even Skunny himself, because that is time, and we are never going to see this game again. Actually, we might.
We're definitely going to see this game again.
I'm
and
not
you
going
know
to
it.
tell lies. Yeah, everybody in chat, guess what? They didn't save the pizzas. Yeah,
Does that mean
famine.
nobody can eat pizza tonight?
yeah, no pizza allowed ever again for everybody who watched today. But you know who
Oh my
can
God,
eat
I'm
pizza?
I'm gonna starve to death.
Me?
No, you can't either, Corndan. You watch this. Nobody can. Nobody's allowed to have pizza. But Melos did pretty dang good, managed to make a significant amount of progress. You know, Pika Pals was right behind Melos. I don't think we saw a lead change there, but still, it was a lot of fun and got surprisingly close.
And I think Pika Pals was second here, but we'll let Kate confirm.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and ask Melos to come join Voice if Melos would like. Let me go ahead and bring in. Oh, hello there, Melos.
That was rapid.
That was what?
Rapid. Hello.
I have to turn that off. It's killing me. That sound.
Yeah. I mean, just Skunny things, you know? Oh my gosh. So what are your thoughts? Come tell us a little bit about your Skunny experience today.
I will not stand for being shaken down by the Roman Mafia anymore.
Yeah, I know. Biggest Titus, he just had people running all around, taking everybody's money.
Dude, he just shoved me back, and it's like, nah, you gotta pay again if you want to go past. Nah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Karen, in Greek history, you know, he pretty much did shakedowns of everybody who died. You know, give me money, I'll let you cross the river.
Yeah,
Dead
but I wasn't
person.
dead yet.
Well, I mean, you died and then you had to pay again. Yeah.
Oh, the guard shoving me back past that guy was infuriating.
Really? Yeah, well, so I complain a lot about Skunny. Was there anything redeemable in this?
The controls actually weren't that bad. They were pretty tight. The hitboxes were all pretty spot on. I mean, there wasn't any of that, like, clipping through the edges of enemies, at least.
Okay.
The ground, that was questionable sometimes.
It was sometimes there, yeah.
Yeah, it usually existed, but sometimes you just clip through the corner of a platform or something.
Yeah. You say that the controls are tight, but I think the controls are actually one of the biggest flaws of the game, specifically when you're jumping and moving horizontally, because if you go the opposite direction, you instantly start going the opposite direction. You know, there's no momentum per se that, you know, makes the changing of direction feel natural, and with precision platforming, that is pretty much unacceptable.
See, I found that pretty easy to control.
What? Why? Have you played a lot of games with? Well, I mean, yeah, look at how you're doing. You've got 30 points. You won your first 3 matches in first place. Like, that's pretty dang good.
It took some getting used to, but it really, the controls responded exactly to what you pushed. It wasn't a, oh, well, we might give you full momentum, we might not, or we might just, you know, drop an input here or there. No, everything seemed to go exactly as I wanted it to, so.
Okay, that's actually surprising to hear from me, but I'm glad. Oh, honestly, you know, I feel like this is one of the more enjoyable Skunny games, both to play and to watch, because as soon as you get to the lion stage, it's just ridiculous, okay? The Coliseum's ridiculous.
The lions were great.
Just people crawling around with lion heads. Yeah.
Why does the lion head heal you? That doesn't make sense.
Well, we think it's because all of the rest of the treasure does. So you're just stealing these people's like heads to go sell them back to other gladiators later.
None of the helmets healed you. It was just the cups and the food.
But this is treasure, right? It's not a functional helmet.
My thought was that you ate it.
That was my thought too.
Oh, seriously, kudos to you. Like, seriously. It takes a lot of skill to be able to do this well for, you know, 3 matches in a row. So congratulations. You look like you are pretty dang solid to make it into the bracket. So fantastic.
I'm terrified of what a 30-point match is going to look like.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah, Melos
Probably
is...
more RoboCop.
No,
God,
Corndan, no.
more.
Why would you say that? Oh, no, Corndan threatened a RoboCop earlier today, but I'm not going to say what RoboCop.
There's some RoboCop.
There is always more RoboCop.
Yeah. So, Melos, is there anything else that you're streaming these days? And if not, any games that you're playing that have been amazing?
No, I haven't really been streaming too much. I've been meaning to get back to it, but everything's been spinning back up for my day job, so I've been focused on that.
Work! Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Are you playing any games offline?
I blame Jakku. He got me into Final Fantasy XI again.
Oh, ooh. Wait,
Final
11?
Fantasy 11?
11.
Do people still
The
play that?
20-year-old MMO, yes. Or 18, sorry, 18.
Oh, cool. Well, that's pretty fun. I didn't know people still played that, but then again,
It's
there are
still
speed
going
runs.
Wait, what?
Like, of the main story. Like, those legit happen still.
Okay, I think you just took up the rest of my afternoon.
Okay, yeah, go do some Googling. Okay, go check it out. Thank
Wow.
you so much, Melos. Thank you, Faizu, for commentating and Corndan for choosing this game. All of you, take care and have a great afternoon.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Oh, everybody, this is Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Big thank you to everybody who has helped support with subscriptions. We usually give out around $2,000 worth of prizes. It also helps me eat food, so thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're unable to do that, though, just sharing news about this, following, or even playing bad games yourself, I think that is a good way to show support for what we do around here. Up next, we've got a 5B match. I'll describe what that is in just a little bit after this ad. Be back in 60 seconds. Yeah. Deadly Premonition 2. Ooh. Is it a celebration of bad video games? If so, I'm interested now. I am very interested.